Good day, children. You are highly welcome to this YouTube channel. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel. And so we want to encourage you to continue to do so. If you have not subscribed, please do so. In this episode, we actually want to quickly look at how we can convert from decimal to fraction and how we can convert from fraction to decimal. That is exactly what we want to focus on. And for example, when you have 2/10, when you have 2/10 and you want to convert it to a decimal, you are going to have 0.2. How and why? The reason is that you are having 1 0 under, so that 1 0 is what we are going to have up as well before the decimal point and the actual number. If it were to be 2/100 now, it will be 0.02 because we are having 2 zeros down. If it were to be 3/100, we are going to have 0.03. So because we are having 2 zeros down, it means we are going to have 2 digits after decimal point. That is the reason we are having 02 or 03 when we are having it over 100. If it were to be 22, for example, 22/10, because you are having only 1 0 down, it means you are going to have only 1 digit after decimal point. It means the final answer will be 2.2. If it were to be 22/100, it will become 0.22 because there must be 2 digits after decimal point if the number is over 100. Now, if the number is over 1000, since you are having 3 zeros down, it means you are going to have 3 digits after decimal point. So if the question is 22/1000, you are going to have 0.022 because there must be 3 digits after decimal point. If I'm having 75/1000, 75/1000, it means I'm going to have 3 digits after decimal point because I'm having 3 zeros down. I hope we are following. So the answer to 75/1000 will be 0.075. 0.075. When you are having, for example, 341/10, 341/10, the 10 that we are having down is only 1 0. It means we are going to have only 1 digit after decimal point. So you will just bring the point into the middle. So you have 2 digits, then 1 digit after. If you follow to that point, it will be very easier for you to write in decimal any number that the denominator has to do with 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, 100,000, and so on and so forth. Let me now go to some other numbers. They are also fraction and they are simple to attempt, but if you don't pay attention, you will be wondering, how do I change this one? If you are mature, you have gotten to, let's say, grade 4, grade 5, grade 6, you can follow what we call long division, but you don't need to stress yourself to that point when the number can be done easily. Look at this, for example, when you are having 1/2, 1/2, and you want to change it to decimal, you will just look at the denominator. You will see if you can convert the denominator to whether 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, like that. So if you can convert it to any of those numbers, the work is done. So we just simply say 1/2. What can I do to 2 to give me 10 times 5? So you now multiply both numerator and denominator by 5. 1 times 5 over 2 times 5. The final answer, as you can see here, for 1 over 2 is 0.5. Now, another question can also be 3 over 4. When you have 3 over 4, look at denominator. Look at that denominator. We are having 4 as our denominator. We will now say, what can I do to this 4 to give me either 10, 100, 1000, like that and like that. So I just look at it and I discover that it will be difficult for me to take 4 to 10, but it will be easier for me to take it to 100, because 4 times 25 will give me 100. I will just go for that. So I will say 3 times 25 over 4 times 25. That will give me 75 over 100. 75 over 100. It will be easier for me like that to now convert 75 over 100 to decimal. How will you convert 75 over 100 to decimal? It's just 0.75. So 0.75 is already the same thing as 3 over 4. Another question, 2 over 5. 2 over 5. 2 over 5 can also be done with the same method. Look at denominator. Denominator is talking about 5. So this 5, what am I going to do to it to make it to give me whether 10, whether 100, whether 1000, like that. But it will be easier to just take it to 10. 5 times 2, of course, to give me 10. So I will start from numerator. 2 times 2 over 5 times 2. My answer will now be 4 over 10. 4 over 10, to take it to decimal number, it will just give me 0.4. Finish. So you can follow numbers like that, but remember, it is denominator you will look at first. Another number quickly, and this may be a little big number for those that are in grade 1 or basic 1, 2, depends on how you refer to it in your environment. Now, but if you are in grade 4, grade 5, grade 6, like that, and the number is 7 over 8. 7 over 8, I will look at, what do I say we look at first? Is it numerator or denominator? Denominator. Those that are following, you understand it is denominator that I say you look at first. The denominator of this one is 8. So what can I do to 8 to give me 10 or 100 or 1000? With the proper study, you will discover that there is no whole number that will multiply by 8 to give you 10 or 100, but we can multiply it by something to give us 1000. And what is that? 125. When we say 125 times 8, it will give us 1000. That is what we are going to do to numerator and denominator. We say 7 times 125, then over 8 times 125. Numerator will give you 875, while denominator will give you 1000. So when we have 875 divided by 1000, my final answer will now be 0.875. 0.875. And quickly, before I round up, the same way that we follow to convert from fraction to decimal, we will follow the same way to convert from decimal to fraction. I hope you are following. Look at this. When we have 2 over 10, I have told you that the answer will be 0.2. Now let's now imagine that it is 0.2 that we're given. How are we going to change it to fraction? That is what we want to quickly do now. When we have 0.2, if I were you, just underline that 0.2 and write 1 under the point, then write 0 under the next digit. Write 1 under the decimal point and write 0 under the next digit, equal to, for the fact that you have written over 10 under, you will remove the decimal point immediately. We now have 02 over 10. You can agree with me that 02 over 10 is the same thing as 2 over 10. When you have 14 over 10, I told you that it will become 1.4. But now imagine they give us 1.4 now, and we have to change it to fraction by ourselves the same way. Underline 1.4, and after you have done that, just put 1 under the decimal point and 0 under the next digit. That is the digit after decimal point. So, and immediately you have done that, you have equal to, remove the point immediately, you have 14 over 10. That is how simple it is. Now, the last example that I used when I was converting from fraction to decimal, 7 over 8. Let's now say the final answer is what we're given and we are asked to convert it to fraction. What are we going to do? They give us 0.875, 0.875, and want to convert it from that decimal to fraction. What do we do? The same thing, underline it. When it has been underlined, now under the point put 1. Under the next digit after point, we putting 0, 0, 0 until you get to the end. So we have 3 digits after point, 875. So it means we are going to have 1000. That is 1000, equal to, remove the point, and then you will have with me 875 over 1000. And by the time you begin to cut, 5 will go here, 5 will go here again, 3 will go here, 3 will go here again. As you continue doing that, you are going to arrive at 7 over 8, and that will be our final answer. So in case you are confused or you have any question that is ambiguous or that is somehow complicated, you can as well comment on the comment section and put the question there, or ask your question that you will like us to share more light on, or whatsoever thing that you may like to tell us to take notes. You put it under the comment section and we will sincerely appreciate that. If you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please subscribe to it. If what we do here benefits you, what we tell us that you appreciate it is to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Click the notification bell so that whenever we upload new content, you will be notified immediately. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.